was happening, people? So I was seeing some very interesting stuff about the Switch here. Apparently, it's outpacing the PS4 in Japan, which I mean that makes sense. The land of the rising sun is also the land of the handhelds. PS Vita did really well over in Japan versus here in the United States, where it didn't do shit. Um, Over in Japan, it's well received. I mean, it's a different market over there. They really love their handhelds. Over here, on the other hand, I've had two PS Vitas. I don't have one anymore. Um, I have a 3DS. Um, I've been very vocal about PS Vitas and why I don't really respect them. Um, I have a Nintendo Switch. It makes perfect sense as to why the Switch is doing so well over there. First of all, they, like I said, they really love their portable devices. They love their handhelds. Also, I mean, think about it. The idea that this is a hybrid console. Okay, this just makes sense that this would be a very popular machine. It's almost like every time I hear something about Japan's gaming situation, it's always positive with Nintendo. It's out, sold out, it's sold out, it's sold out. People are flocked in line to catch the next wave of them as soon as it hits shelves. Um, I mean, it's always positive. You know what I mean? It's always going fast and everything. You know what I mean? Hell, the Switch already outsold the Wii U lifespan numbers in its first physical year over in Japan. Um, and I mean that alone, I'm telling you, it's impressive. But again, Japan is just a different. It's a different market. They don't like to be tied to their TVs to play games as much as we do here in America. Myself, I don't like to be tied to my television to play video games. That's why I went out and bought one of these things on day one. Um, Most of my gaming uh, for the past couple days has been on my Xbox One, but I mean, I have like 20, 30 games on my Switch. It's not like I don't have a laundry list of games to play. Um, I just have a back catalog of games that I want to play on my Xbox, so I'll turn on the Xbox and play the damn thing every once in a while. But most of the time, you can find me on my Switch. Because of the fact that it's portable. I can play it on my TV or I can play it portably while listening to Hulu on my television. You see what I'm saying? Um, Now, where does the Switch? Where do I see the Switch going in the future? Well, when they get those 64-bit cards out, when I say bit, I mean gigabytes. A lot more games will come out. I said that and covered that in a whole nother video that's already posted up. Please go check that out. Um, I believe that there will be another iteration of the same console. This thing will have another iteration. You probably won't need any more Joy-Cons. Like, you'll be able to get the same thing here. Um, just to prove my point here, you'll probably have this part. This whole thing will be upgraded much like your tablets every year. They'll probably just upgrade this part here because this is your mains. This is the system right here. This tablet is your system. So what I think they'll do is they'll bring out another tablet. I mean, there's not much hardware in the dock. The dock is mainly the thing that takes this here and transfers your picture to the television screen. It, charges the damn thing. There's not really a whole lot that says this isn't your main system. This here is where you plug in the cartridge for the game, your memory card and everything, your controllers. So this here, the tablet, is your system. So I can see them coming out with a tablet, much like they did with the dock, maybe in a few years down the road, much like with what Xbox did with the Xbox One X, even with the Xbox One Slim, just like with PlayStation and the PS4 Pro. I could see them coming out with tablets every few years, every couple years or so, and you know, making it more and more powerful as long as there's not any real technical shit in that dock, and as long as all the dock is doing is throwing the picture from here onto the screen. As long as they keep that aspect of it right, then there's no reason why they can't just come out with a new one of these. You know, and as long as all you gotta do is take these and sync them to the new damn dock, then you're fine. And as long as your games work from, say, your first generation Switch to the new generation Switch, you should be fine. And I think that would work really well. Also would make people feel a hell of a lot better. You know what I mean? It would make a lot of people feel a whole lot easier on the Switch. I mean, why not go ahead and do that? Considering you've already gotten to the tablet market, this is a tablet at best, just with a whole lot less applications on it right now. I feel like if you put applications on here, it'd definitely be a tablet. I mean, you could probably make the tablet a little bit bigger, and then you could expand the dock a little bit and revitalize the dock by making it and making improvements on it with the second iteration of the damn thing. But that's probably a here and there situation. Like, make it to where the damn thing doesn't have like this much of the screen showing. Make it where it's flat, flush with it. There's little here and there things you can nitpick if you want to. Make it to where the kickstand doesn't feel so flimsy. For the second iteration, one thing that I would fix definitely is this damn card slot. This thing here is a pain in the ass. I don't have fingernails. Make it to where all you got to do is, have an actual thing here. Okay, look. This is rubbery. Put a real door on that thing. You know what I mean? Make it legit. Okay. I don't have a problem with your first one. I get it. It's a first one. Alright, it's a first run. It's a first edition, first generation Switch. You can always make improvements down the line. That is fine. I am perfectly cool with that. But again, like I said, the kickstand. If I can pull this fucking thing out. Again, it's first edition. This thing here feels like it's going to break away, let alone that it can even hold the damn thing up. Again, just make little changes to it as you improve down the line. I think the Switch definitely could become a major contender. I've said this before. I know a lot of people out there don't believe that, but it definitely could. Excuse me, remember the first iPad? I know that's something to look back on now and just go, fuck that thing. Same thing with the Samsung tablets. Every first iteration of tablet gets it wrong. And then they come out with the later and later and later version. The Amazon Fire. First one was fucked. Now they're getting it right. Same situation here. All they have to do is learn from what they got wrong on the physical aspects by looking at this and improve upon it. Look at that dock. All they got to do is fix the things that are wrong, and it's not like everything is wrong there. Just add a little rubber insert that makes it easy to slide in and out. Maybe make it flush with the system to where you don't have little parts sticking up over it. Maybe have a little shoot down to where it shows the battery part, and that's all you see. You don't have to see everything else. And that would be simplistic as hell. I don't understand the problem here, And when you do that, make it to where the people who have a collection of these, if you have a collection of these, all you have to do is plug them into the new system and they're synced up. That's all you got to do. Make it as easy as that. And like I said, the Switch will be, from moving from one gen to the next, the easiest damn thing anyone's ever seen. As long as the games work, you'll be fine. Because, like I said, Microsoft did it, Sony did it with PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, Xbox One Slim. It's happened time and time and time again. There's no reason why the Switch can't do it, especially because they're a tablet, and tablets do it every single year. They're updated and updated and updated. I'm not saying the Switch should do it every year. Maybe once every couple of years, every like 3-4 years down the road, and they can update the chipset in there, get more higher power out of it. It definitely could be an improvement, and it definitely could become a contender in that sense. And as long as they do the same thing that Xbox and PlayStation are doing with the no generation of the game left behind, because it's in that same generation of gaming, meaning it's still the Switch. Get what I mean? So as long as they do that, I do believe the Switch can become a major contender, and it can still do all the numbers they want it to do. They just gotta fix all that shit. Doing these little incremental upgrades, and because it is a tablet, there shouldn't be that much problem to it. There shouldn't be that much situation, that much, bullshit to it. And in all honesty, holy shit, did I just figure something? Did I just find this out? I really did. Look at how small this fucking thing is. I'm literally holding this to the fucking collector's edition to Xenoblade. This thing is no bigger than this. Look at that. That's some shit right there. So, I mean, seriously, like I said, in the next iteration, put some more power in there, beef it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more with the width, even with this width and this. Come on now, that a lot of people would enjoy that. And they did it with other tablets. The iPad and the Kindle, the Fire, the all that shit. I think there's a Fire. Or is it a? No, there is. The Samsung tablets, all those, they improve through each iteration. And even though the Switch is a gaming machine, you don't have to do that every year. Just wait a couple years, like with what Xbox did and what PlayStation did. Wait a few years, and bam, there you go. Take the opportunity. I think it would work. I really do. Um, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.